All right. Hello, champions families. How are you guys doing? We're really excited about our upcoming belt graduation. I am going to be sharing with you guys the actual belt graduation forms and what we need for parents to fill out and get back to us as soon as possible, so we can make sure we do all of our belt orders and have everything in time for belt graduation. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us and or to shoot us a text or just catch me when we're at the dojo and in between or during before classes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. This is a new platform I'm using right now to try to get the screen shared. So just kind of bear with me as I go through this process. All right. So I'm hoping that everyone can see the screen right now. On this screen, guys, this is our basic skills belt graduation. This is for all of our 5 and 6 year olds groups. As you can see, eligible members must be training in a basic skill program for 6 or more weeks. This form must return to us by March 20th. Again, we need them in by March 20th just so we can make sure that we are able to order the belts and have the belts in time for all the children that are going to the next belt level. As you can see up here, this is the order of our belts. So this is kind of where we're at right now with our belt system. And when you go down to, as we scroll down a little bit, you'll be able to see just the different places where you're going to add that. So this is an automatic fill. This first few 4 spots here through our software. So it's always going to ask for first name, last name, email address, and phone number. Obviously, we already have this for you guys, but this form is going to ask for. It's kind of a default that I couldn't get rid of. When you get down in here, these are the current belt levels. So what your child's current belt level is, and they must have 6 or more tips. And that all the tips reflect the actual skills that we've been doing during our training block. And again, some of the kids may have gotten extra tips even though they haven't completed the 6 weeks of our program yet. It's very likely that if you became a member during this time, that you would be eligible by that time because we're doing a lot of review of the different things we're going over. So if you are someone that is kind of in that 4 week range, you should be eligible by time we get here to this time. So that'd be about 2 weeks. So again, just go ahead and fill it out and then we'll touch base with you from there. All right. So again, this is going to be your current belt level. So if a student is a white belt, obviously you check the white belt. If they're white with the orange stripe, white with the yellow stripe, just going to check those areas. And this way we know we have to order the next belt up for them. Down here is the belt graduation. So we have our great kids after school program, our transportation after school program, kids that we pick up from the schools. They come to our program earlier during the day. Their belt graduations for our kindergarten and first graders. It's going to be Friday night, and it's going to be at 4:15 p.m. And then the next group will be our evening martial arts. These are our guys that classes are at 5:30 or later. Your belt graduation time will be at 10 a.m. on April 2nd. Again, all graduate members must be in full uniform to participate in belt graduation. If you do not have one, you can purchase one before belt graduation. So if the kids don't have their uniforms, you can definitely have them purchase one to replace what they don't have. Parents evaluation. So this is something that we want you guys to kind of go through and just see how they're doing through their stage of development in our program. Physically, are they improving? Is there no improvement? Are you seeing progress? Intellectually, are they improving? Not improving? Seeing progress? Now, intellectually is kind of, it's not tricky, but it's more of what they're learning in class, right? So if we're talking with this group and we're talking about focus and balance and coordination and all those things, these are things that they don't typically learn in their everyday life, right? So intellectually, their skills are developing and growing if they're able to kind of communicate and correlate back and forth with us during this time. Emotionally, again, the emotional state of their development and where they are. How is their spirit? Are they happy? Do they seem excited? Where are they at emotionally? And then their social stage of development is really important as well. How are they socializing, not just with the groups that we have in our program, but as well as other kids outside of their program. So these are the things that we're looking for our parents. Just kind of do a quick evaluation of the stage of development. Our program is based on the kids' stages of development, so we want to make sure that that's what we're seeing when they're in the program with us. All right, and then we're going to go to the next slide or next part here. Down here says, just please check your email for the confirmation and the time you have selected for belt graduation. We are excited to see our new members move up to the next belt levels, and it's always an amazing experience for them. So you just want to make sure once you get done with this, parents, again, this is our basic skills. You're going to go through and you're going to just hit submit, and then it comes into our platform, and we're able to we're able to put them in our system as to what comes next. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my next share here. 1 second. We're going to go to the core skills group now. Again, I'm using a new platform, so just kind of be patient with me if you don't mind. I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so this is our core skills. These are all the belts in our core skills presently at this time. We have our white belt, we have our gold belt, we have our gold belt with a black stripe, we have our orange belt, and we have our orange belt with a black stripe. Very similar to what we have on the other one. Every new member must be training in our core skill program for a minimum of 6 weeks or more. And this form must be filled out and completed by March 20th. Again, same conversation we did in our basic skills. You're going to have the names, address, phone numbers, current belt levels. You're going to put what their current belt level is today, and we're going to upgrade them to the next belt level. For our after school guys, you guys are going to be on Friday at 4:45. It's going to be your ideal start time. Just hopefully we don't run over from the basic skill, but that's our ideal start time for you guys. 4:45. All grades of students, same thing, must be in full uniform to participate in belt graduation. If you do not have one, you can purchase one before belt graduation. Same thing, parents evaluation. We want you to kind of go through and just tell us, where they're at as far as their stage development. Remember, we're working on different things for these guys because our 7 to 10-year-old group, their stage of development is different, right? They're going through a different transition in life, different space in life than our 5 and 6-year-olds. So we want to make sure that we're kind of hitting those target points for them as well. And again, just are they improving on the skills that we're teaching them? Is their intellectual stage development growing? Is their emotional stage of development growing? And then is their social stage of development growing? Again, wherever it is, just kind of mark it down so we know how we're doing and what we need to work on more with as individual children or as a whole, as a group. And again, please just check your email for confirmation. Same thing, guys. Once you get this, a lot of times what happens is parents contact us and say, hey, we don't know when the time is or what time we chose. Again, you're going to get an email confirmation once this is done. It's going to pretty much, once you fill this out, it literally is going to send it back to you, what you filled out. So you'll have it in your email database that you can always go back and reference and check. All right. And again, we're looking forward. Same thing, guys. Pretty simple copy paste, similar to what the basic skills was as far as set for the belt graduation levels and then the times. And you can hit submit on the end. Okay. So now we're going to go to our extreme skill guys, our extreme skill group. Again, this is just our different level, the next level up, next program up. So again, just allow me to get in here. Extreme skills here. Bam. Okay. So on this page, guys, it's extreme skills. Extreme skills is our 11 and older juniors plus our teen and adults. So that's why you see white belts, you see gold belts, you see orange belts, you see high orange, purple, high purple, blue, high blue, up to green. So that's the system, right? So what happens is if we have a new student come in that is new to our program, and they're a teen or adult, or over the age of 11, they would normally start into the skills program, the extreme skills. They'll start at white belt, they'll go to gold belt, they'll go to orange belt, they'll go to orange to black stripe, purple, etc. Now, for the kids that are coming out of the core skill class, they're coming out of the core skill class from the orange with the purple stripe. I'm sorry, orange with the black stripe. They're going to becoming purple belts. So after this belt graduation, they will actually start in the extreme skills program, starting the next class for them. So they'll be purple belts and higher, and then it just kind of goes from there. Purple belt, purple with a black stripe, blue with the black stripe, and then green. And pretty much the same concept. Everything's going to be filled out in here. This is all of the belt levels that we need to look at and where they are at. And then here's the belt graduation time. So for our after school kids, our third graders and higher, I put these guys in our extreme group. So you guys are in the extreme levels, and your belt graduation will start at 5:30 on Friday, April 1st. And then our other group will start at 12:15 on Saturday, April 2nd. Again, this gives us time to kind of clear the room a little bit because it's going to be a busy room. All right, all belt graduations must be in full uniform, just as the other one was. Please make sure you check for confirmation. Now, for all the kids all the students in my extreme group, we have not done your purple tip. Your purple tip is for your vision. So what we need is students must share in the text box below what the word motivation means to you and what motivates you. So in this part right here, you're just going to type in motivation means to me, boom, and what motivates me, boom. And you're going to put that in here. And once we see this come in, this is when you guys will be awarded your last tip, which is your purple tip. So that's kind of how we're doing our purple tip now, guys. It's going to be on your belt graduation. It's going to be a vision word that we're going to want you to translate what it means to you and how it affects you. So that's how we're doing our our extreme skills belt graduation form, as well as your purple tip and your vision form, or your vision for your purple tip. All right. So that, again, you fill it out, submit it, and get it back to us. All right. Now we're going to go to our last one here, which is going to be our elite skills. 1 second. Okay, our elite skills program is our highest level program. It's more our advanced levels. So these guys are our green belts to the black stripe, brown belts to the black stripe, elite level black belt 1, elite level black belt 2, elite level black belt 3, elite level black belt 4, elite level black belt 5, elite level black belt 6. And then from there, we graduate to our full black belt. You guys will be at 1 o'clock on April 2nd. Same thing, this form has to be filled out and brought back to us. These are the areas that we need. So this is your skill syllabus, guys. It's pretty intense. So you need to check what you have successively completed. So I know we've gone through the Hachidai form. I know we've gone through break falls, from the ground, squatting, a semi squat, and then a standing position. We've done striking from the ground. We've done movement from the ground. We've done getting up from the ground. We've done full mount, side mount, guard control, back control, turtle control. We've done keyhole lock. We've also done neck crank. We've done the choke from the guard and a choke from the turtle. So you need to check all these as to what you have. And if you haven't completed the requirements, you need to make sure you confirm with me, so arrangements can be made to get the requirements met. So again, you guys, we have class on Monday. We get really in details to it on Wednesday and Thursday. We try to break you guys off for what you may have missed. But if you're still missing things, you have to make sure it's your responsibility to make sure you get these requirements met. So whether that is working after class, setting up some private lessons, whatever it needs to be done, you want to make sure you get this stuff completed and ready to go. These are your current belt levels. So whatever your current belt level at this time, you're going to mark in here. And then I know what the next belt level is going to be for you guys. A little different than what the other group did. What I'm looking on this one, guys, I'm looking for more. How many years have you been on your journey to black belt, right? So have you guys been in the program for 2 years, 3 years, 5 or 6 years, or 7 or more? So this is what we want to see. Some of you guys have been with us for quite a while, and I just want to kind of get an idea of where you start at and where we are now. What was the most improvement I've seen from myself or from yourself during this training block? So again, guys, as we're growing, I want you guys on this level to really start identifying what's changing for you and where you're seeing yourself growing at. And then what are some things that you need to be improving on as well, right? And this is something I want you guys to start dialing in more to as you're progressing and getting yourself to that next level of your martial arts journey. All right. So that is all of our excuse me. So that is all of our belt graduation forms that need to be filled out. Again, this form is going to change pretty much every training block, but the systems will pretty much be the same. So I'm going to use this video for continued information for parents. When you get this video, you may watch it and say, hey, this was for March. That's okay. Don't worry about that. Everything else should still be the same. You're just going to fill it out the same way as I explained in this video and then kind of go from there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Again, so parents, as you all know, we know this is an exciting time for everyone. And we always have a great attendance as far as guests coming to watch and witness the belt graduation. We just ask that you guys kind of try to keep that to a minimum. Again, I know sometimes grandparents want to come, or aunts and uncles and other family members want to come and experience it, and it's great. But remember, we do have a lot of members in our programs, and we have a lot of families that want to come and see their own kids, and we only have a certain number of seating. So we want to make sure that we're able to accommodate the families that are in our program. And we just ask that you don't, if you can, and I know it's an exciting time, so I don't ever want to say don't. If you can kind of just be mindful of the number of people that you have come with you. In the past, we limited to 2 guests. I don't want to get into the limit, but I'm just going to ask that you kind of be cordial and just kind of understand there's other families that will want to be able to come, and we don't want to fill the place up with too many guests at one time for a belt graduation. Um, I think that's pretty much it on these belt forms and what I need you guys to do. If you have any questions, again, please just catch me at the school or send me a text 315-491-8822, and I can get right back to you with that information. And that's pretty much it. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys for being on this journey with us. We're super excited for the next levels that we're going to see you guys progressing to, and a lot of you guys are going to be moving up to a different program, which you're going to see a whole nother level of your martial arts training increase in what we do in our programs. So we're super excited for everyone. And all of our new guys that are joining, we want to thank you guys for being a part of our Champions Martial Arts family. We hope that you're able to kind of see some of the process. And if you have the opportunity to witness and experience your first belt graduation, you're going to see what it's all about and why we do what we do. All right. Okay. That's pretty much it, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you all soon. Bye now.